Hola.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. This is my son. He's the soldier from Fort Bliss that's missing.
I've been watching.
Oh, you have been?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, there's no CCTV footage that shows that he ever left Fort Bliss. And there's no sign of life through his banks, through Google, through anything. So he's probably on Fort Bliss.
I'm actually ex-Navy, so I keep an eye on stuff like that. So.
Well, would you mind taking this and taking a picture, passing these around? There's a few of them there.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And thank you so much. Are you a praying man?
No, ma'am.
No?
No.
Well, would you mind praying for him?
Sure.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Take care, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, everybody. Hi. You know, this is such a busy place that I'm having so much luck that I'm a little bit late. Perdido, my son, do you speak Spanish or English?
I don't care.
Oh, would you mind? This is my son, the missing soldier from Fort Bliss. And there's no CCTV footage that shows he ever left Fort Bliss. And he didn't have a vehicle. And so, if you wouldn't mind, you know, helping us make the Army look on Fort Bliss. They need pressure to look on Fort Bliss because there's no even proof that he's alive. 118 days. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
And are you a praying man?
Yeah.
Yes? Would you mind praying for Richard?
Oh, sure.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so we're here at the food line. It's massive. I'll show you all the way around. Maybe I should go a little slowly. And there's just tons of cars, tons of people here, and they're so gracious. And the really what I'm trying to get across to everybody is that I want my son's body. That's it. I want my son's body. Because I don't think, without any CCTV footage proof, that he left any gates at Fort Bliss, and there's no proof of life for 118 days, he's on Fort Bliss. Now, is that 100%? No. Do I hope I'm wrong? Yes. There is no proof that he went over to Juarez. Do I hope that by somehow he went and hasn't accessed anything that would give us any indication that he's alive? Wow. It's a slim chance. So like 95%, he's at Fort Bliss and something happened, y'all. Something happened because I've been just going through this in my mind. Why isn't the first sergeant talking to us? Why isn't the captain talking to us? Why isn't the command sergeant major, two of them, talking to us? Why aren't they? They're afraid of something. The fear and terror in their heart is so great, and they don't realize that that is going to lead them to fall into this fissure in the earth. It leads, fear and terror is how institutions grip you and move you to do the things that they want you to do. And so they have put so much fear and terror into these soldiers. Soldiers, even West Point graduates, all the way up. They have put this fear into this army, this $1 trillion army, this $1 trillion DOD, I should say. And they're afraid. And this is not just Richard, but right now there is no proof that Richard went AWOL, and yet they have him as a deserter. Do you know what that means? That means, and I'm going to tell you something, his Article 15 in his chapter is so sloppy. If he deserved it, then I would, as a mom, I would say, hey, Richard, you have to start over. You did wrong. You need to go forward. Okay, you need to take your licks. But this is not what happened, y'all. It is so sloppy. He was made an example of. He was picked on. He was singled out. And I know that there are others that were singled out. Why? Why was he singled out? We need answers, and they're not willing to give us answers because I think it's damning. I think it's damning to the leadership, okay? Damning to the unit. And if it was damning to Richard, do you understand when they gave him that chapter, that made him into an army criminal. That turned him into a criminal. When they labeled him a deserter, that turned him into a criminal. So the CID is a criminal investigative division. That means they are not looking at Richard trying to find him. They're looking at Richard to build a case against him as a criminal. Okay? They've been building a case against Richard as a criminal from the moment we started talking to them. Okay? Because that's their job. He is a criminal to the Army, and they are building a case against him and trying to side with the Army. That's why they keep on bringing up this DD-93, okay, because they didn't call us. And that is really, really bad that they did not call us, and it's inexcusable. So, Richard is missing. He needs to be taken off of the deserter status. He needs to be put on the missing status, and they need to not look at him like a criminal. And this is why I've been going on and on trying to figure out this Article 15, this chapter, he disobeyed, they told us three different things because it's so sloppy. It's so sloppy, it's a soup sandwich. You know what a soup sandwich looks like? It's sloppy like that. Sloppy. And if they treat other soldiers like they treat Richard, then we really need to not have fear and terror in ourselves, in the people. We need answers, and we need to stand up to them. And they're like a behemoth. They're just this big behemoth that can't even really wake up and look at the real life situation. They can't look at the dangers of their decisions. They can't. To our sons and daughters. So we need to save our children. Hashtag save our children. Hashtag victims of toxic culture. We need to wake them up so that they take responsibility for attacking our sons and daughters. And they don't even realize they're doing it. Do you understand? A lot of times they're just part of this toxic culture, and it's like a dream world to them, and they don't realize what they're doing. And that's why we're asking for immunity for them. We're asking for immunity for the abusers of our son. You understand? The abusers of our son who did something to our son that maybe chased him away, that little sliver of 5% that chased him away. Maybe, I'm praying, 118 days today. What did they do to him? No proof that he ever left Fort Bliss. No proof of life. So this is really important. It's important for the United States. It's important for the United States Army. It's important for the citizens of this country. And I'm talking about even the non-citizens of this country, because many of them joined the Army to become citizens. So I'm talking to everybody. We need to save our children. And we need to get them to talk. We need them to change Richard's status so that they will look for him on Fort Bliss. They need to bring in the cadaver dogs. At the end of the day, at least I want my son's body. You understand? Because this is a travesty. A travesty. And we are meeting with Major General Bernabe today. We have a very short agenda with him. And the agenda is exactly what I just spoke to you. He's going to talk most of the time. Hopefully he'll have some answers. Hopefully he'll have a different direction. And I will get on live stream afterwards and tell you what happened. So this would be probably about 6, 7 o'clock this evening. That's Mountain Time. So just pray that it will be fruitful, because all the meetings so far have been, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I don't want that. I want direct. This is what it is. This is what it is. And this is how we're going to solve it. I want the red pill. You understand? I want reality. I don't want no blue pill, no fake stuff. Okay? I don't want fear and terror in our general. I don't want fear and terror in our first sergeants. I don't want fear and terror in our captains. I don't want fear and terror in our command sergeant majors. And all the rest of them, all the way up. We can't have an army that is going to shiver, shake in fear and terror. The enemy will come and eat them alive. You understand? The enemy will come and eat them alive. If they're afraid of little mama, the enemy will come and eat them alive. So that's, I have a lot of cars, people looking at me. I don't care. I'm glad. I'm hoping they're looking at me. It's the first time in my life sometimes I think, oh, I hope they come and arrest me so that I can really get on the news and go, my son is missing. Help me. Because I don't know what it's going to take to wake people up. How many children have to be fed upon, have to be bullied, have to be abused before we stand up? How many? We've got to stop this toxic culture. And that's why we are offering immunity, because we know that it has been a culture. But we need to change it. We need to change it. And with God, all things are possible. When I was coming here to El Paso, I had a dream. And it was mustard seeds. And it was millions upon millions of mustard seeds that were sprouting. And they were growing into these huge trees. And that's you and me. That's you and me. I never thought I could do this. Hashtag find Richard Halliday. I love all of you. Thank you. Contacts. Oh yes, we wrote already, the Service Arms Committee. We wrote Senator Inhofe. Yep, we wrote them all a letter, and we added all the generals to it. That's what my husband did. Yep, that's a great. Thank you so much. We did do that. Thank you. My husband is really amazing. He's really amazing. Shout out of love and kisses to my husband, Rob. 33 years. I love you, Rob. He's amazing. So, okay. Thank you, everybody. And hugs and kisses to you. Mwah. And hugs. And thank you so much. Please share, comment, share, comment. And we're almost at, I'm trying to get 2,000 likes for this page. We need to get the message out. Ask people to like the page. Hashtag save our children. Bye-bye.